Hey, it's Joe Amoia, founder and creator of GPSforlove.com. Got a quick question for you. Is your type the right type? What do I mean by that? Well, if you're like most of the members of our GPS for Love community, you have a type. All right, there's a certain type of guy that you're attracted to. There's a certain kind of guy, when you feel that spark and that chemistry, that you instantly move towards. And if you're also like most of the members of our GPS for Love community, you ultimately find out that those guys never give you the kind of relationship that you're ultimately looking for. So, maybe there's something that should be explored. And that's the purpose of today's video. There was a time in my life where I had a type. And my type, quite honestly, like most boys, is the hot type. You know, I went for the perfect figure, the perfect face and all that. And what I ultimately found is that, there was nice, the chemistry was great. Everything was great in the beginning, but somewhere down the road, realized that it wasn't the kind of person that I was looking for. That, and I won't go into details out of respect to those people, but let's just simply put that if I was going to spend the rest of my life with the person and get through this thing called life, wasn't the kind of person that was well suited for that. You know what I mean? So what I want you to do today is to simply step out of your life as an observer and look at your type, whatever that may be. And simply ask yourself, what is it about that type that really attracts me? So for me, when I did this, I took my mirror time. I was like, well, the reason why is that, when I'm with someone like that, it makes me feel special. Is that, when other people see me with a really attractive, hot woman, you know what? That builds my ego. And, I got real and I go, okay, well, that's great. But what about when I'm going to need her? One of the things I learned is that my dad had cancer for 4 years. And it's one of the ways I learned, how important having a healthy partner is because during that time, my mother had to step up, not only be a wife, take the role of a husband, be a provider, be a homeowner, landscaper and all that stuff. I kind of learned that life wasn't always sunshine and rainbows. And that when the shit hits the fan, that's when your partner shows their true colors. Now, as you're watching this, I know part of you go, yeah, but that's what I find attractive. Listen, I'm not saying go after ugly guys who look like trolls. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if your type is this really hot, this chemistry-laden guy, stop going for that. Instead, go for a guy that you find attractive, but who has those other really important qualities. Because, whenever I work with a client, I always ask this question. If your mortgage is due on the 1st of the month and you don't have the money, go to your bank and say, you know what? Sorry, I don't have the money today, but you know what? Me and my partner, we have this great chemistry. We have this amazing sex. And again, don't take me wrong. I'm not saying that chemistry, attraction, and good sex, sexual compatibility is not important. It is, but it's simply two pieces of the puzzle. You have to have that person who's compatible, who has the same morals, values, and goals as you, who gives you the respect that you can trust, all those really important things. And when you stop going for your type and start creating a new type, one where you define what a truly healthy partner is, including the attraction, including the sexual compatibility, then it actually makes it easier for you to find and create the relationship you're ultimately looking for. So here's your homework today, okay? A little mirror time. Step out of your life as an observer and really look at the kind of guys that you've been going for, your type. And really see what it is about them that doesn't make them healthy relationship partners, okay? And then what you start doing is seeing what kind of guy would be a healthy relationship partner. And again, include the attraction, but don't put that type and that, all those parameters that it has to be a certain way. Quite honestly, when I met my wife, she wasn't my quote unquote type, which is ultimately a good thing. And the reason why I stayed in there is because she was attractive. But at that point, because I had done my work and because I had taken my mirror time, I realized that I was looking for a life partner, someone that I could be attracted to, someone that I could have chemistry with, but someone who had those intangibles, those really important qualities and characteristics that I needed to have a happy and fulfilling, successful relationship. And as a result of that, I stopped going after my type and I started looking for a different type. And that different type ultimately allowed me to have the kind of relationship that I ultimately was looking for. So that's my goal. That's my intention for you. So mirror time, step out, look at your past, look at your type, and see what parts of those guys weren't working, okay, and what you need differently as you go forward. And after you do that, I'd love for you to share down below, because one of the things in your journey is you think you're the only one going through this, and that you're the only one struggling, or nobody goes through the struggles that you go through. And I can't tell you how common this is for women and for men, believe it or not. Anyone who's looking for that someone special to share your life with is really having a hard time if they don't understand what needs to happen. So that's why I created GPS for Love, and that's why I want you to share, so that other people can see what you're going through and they can relate. And also for you, when you see, hey, you know what? They're going through the same things. They understand. They're in the same boat. They keep going after the same type, and they keep getting disappointed as well. It makes us feel like we're not alone. It makes us feel as a community, and it makes it easier for us to go forward and create the results we ultimately desire and deserve. So that's all for today. Go ahead, take that mirror time, put your questions, comments, and feedback in the box below. I'll see you next time. Much love.